You know what? This would be like the best expansion ever. So basically, you log in and level cap is still 60. There's no new systems at all. No borrowed power. No new classes. Like this is my wish list. Level down to 50 and re-level. I don't want the level going to 65 and then 70 and then 75 and then 80 and then now we're back to like why did we squish the level in the first place? You know, put everyone back down to 50 or 55 and then just have them re-level. No new systems at all and no borrowed power, or at least not required for arena, or if they are required, progression through arena only. Through arena for arena. Okay, so basically no new systems, no new borrowed power, or don't make it a required for arena, or if it is required, at least be able to progress through arena, aka cosmic flux. Okay, if we can progress through arena, that's okay. If it's not required for arena, that's okay. If it's not there at all, that's okay. No new classes. Like, we don't need more. We need to fix what's already there. Like, for PvP, I would like to see some old abilities come back. I think there's some old abilities that are cool in the game. I think Deep Freeze is probably at the top of everyone's list, all right? Because Deep Freeze is just freaking awesome. Let's just call it old abilities. And then in parentheses, we'll say Deep Freeze. Old abilities coming back. I would love to see like some abilities that are really cool stay. Like Mind Games is so cool. I really hope that one stays for Priest as a PvP talent. I would like rebalance like damage to cooldown ratio. So basically, like right now, you can only kill someone with cooldowns. You can't kill anyone without cooldowns. Everyone has too much passive healing to die. The heals are too much. Like you're never gonna kill someone with just fireballs, for example. I have to combust. Or like if you're like a ret pally, you'll never kill someone without wings. If you're a sub rogue, you'll never kill someone without dance. If like you just can't. So increase damage outside of CDs and reduce damage of CDs. This will basically make the game less scripted, because every game just random stuff's happening and you have to think on your feet, and it's really fun this way. So this would be cool. That leads me to another point. Like hybrid healing is way too good. Like every class's healing is way too good, including mages. So if you're not a healer, you shouldn't really be healing too much. So if you're like say you're like a ret pally or an enhance or something, casted heals only. All right, none of this WoG the full HP. None of this enhanced shaman full HP. None of this, you know, whatever. Like casted heals only. If you're a hybrid, you could cast a flash heal, or like none of this random full HP crap. All right, if you're a hybrid, you're casting heals. This is really important, I think. Like really important. What will be the point of hybrids? That you can cast heals. If you get kicked or you're CC'd, you can't heal. But keep in mind, with this in the game, this makes more sense. All right. Major progression systems are basically as follows. You have gear, you have a reputation that you need to get to revered or whatever to maybe get like maybe you know, a new trinket or sockets or whatever to keep it interesting each patch. So like maybe reputation, and this should take like maybe 2 to 3 weeks of dailies, like nothing crazy. Oh, you know what would be cool is reforging. Let's bring that back too. Like reforging was awesome because then you could get, it didn't feel so sad if you got a piece of gear that wasn't perfect. So let's just bring back reforging. That owns, you know, no legendaries or random systems. I would almost want glyphs back too. Glyphs were such a cool system, but I feel like they're gone forever, huh? If there is new systems, make them mainly cosmetic. So like Night Fae versus Venthyr, all that shit could have easily been cosmetic. Easily. Right? That could have easily just been a cosmetic choice. You remove the abilities from it and you get like a mount or a transmog or like quest lines and stuff like that. So people are saying ranked solo queue arenas. I don't think, this might be a hot take, I don't think WoW should have ranked solo queue arena. For a class like Windwalker, it's fun. For a class like Sub Rogue, it is maybe fun. For a class like Shadow Priest, it's maybe fun. But for a lot of classes, it just sucks. You get queued with random people with random comps that don't actually work at all. And it's just rough. If they added it in, sure, it would not be on my wish list. Everyone would have to deal with that. No, Windwalkers wouldn't. Windwalkers would own in any comp. Demon Hunters would own in almost any comp. You know? Warriors would own in almost any comp. Shadow Priest would own in almost any comp. There's certain classes that just own in any comp. That you just have your own stunts, you have your own goes, you can just play and crush noobs. And then there's certain classes that you need specific comps and play it specific ways to make the class even good. AKA Mage, right? And it's like, oh, this would be really cool. Being able to 1v1 war games plus wager duels. Or wager war games / duels. So basically, if I'm in game and I right click on this guy, it could say war game. Insta content. Right click, war game, boom. We're in a war game, and you can even do a wager war game where you could put gold on the line. Insta content forever. That's like a content creator's dream. You just right click, war game. You go into an arena, the grand arena, best of 5, and money's on the line. That's it, man. That's it. Okay, here's another one that would be really cool, but is not ever gonna happen, but I'll put it here anyway. Like, it'll never happen, but I'll put it here anyway. Phasing, layering, sharding from the game. Just remove it. Gone. What are the implications of that? Does that mean queue times, smaller realms, whatever? That's okay. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. That's fine with me. 100%. Why? Why is that fine? Because this makes the MMO feel like the MMO. This means you go outside Orgrimmar and you can see your friends. This means you can play the game and feel like you're playing a game that's poppin'. Not that, wait, where is everyone? Oh, they're on a different layer. Like, this is bullshit. Like, in my opinion, this is one of the biggest problems in WoW that no one talks about. It sucks. Like, being in a specific spot and you don't see your same friend on the same realm in that spot cannot be a thing in an MMO, in my opinion. This is huge. No one talks about it. I've already accepted that this will never change because it's technically better for the back end, for the coders of the game, but I really believe they should remove all instances of layering. If that means that you need to have bigger queue times, which might mean people have to go to different realms, that's okay. That's fine. You got to do what you got to do. But removing layering is a huge deal, in my opinion. There's going to be other problems. If you remove layering, there's going to be other problems. That's okay. 0% chance this ever happens, but I'm putting it there anyway. Just like an area to hang / duel / PvP / vibe with PvP vendors to just hang out with PvP vendors and just chill. An area to just vibe out with people, you know? Legion, Dowler, and Sewers was a good concept of that. Oh yeah, so like Great Wall and Mop, Legion, Dowler, and Sewers. I agree. Don't you think if they take away healing from hybrids, it should be replaced by more utility and CC? No, I didn't say to take away healing from hybrids. I said to take away instant healing from hybrids. Hybrids would be able to cast heals still. Non-hybrids would not be able to cast heals. A mage doesn't have healing wave. An Ellie shaman does have healing wave. A hybrid means you can cast heals, in my opinion. Instant healing should go, because that is ridiculous. So complexity added to classes, right? So like, I mean, I guess, so this is kind of, I've said this through other bullet points, but just to re-summarize, as a PvPer, be able to get bis and self-sustain through solely PvP, right? I mean, this is like a pretty big point that I've summarized in other points, but like between gold, gear, sockets, items, all of that kind of stuff, you can get it all through PvP, right? This is like kind of a big idea. You forgot to add mages to hybrid healing nerfs? Yeah, every class, including mages, heals way too much. Redesigning certain specs. No new classes, just redesign specs that need it. And what are specs that really need a redesign? So Frost Mage, 100%. I think everyone can agree Frost Mage needs a redesign. Even the people, like everybody, I feel, right? Like that, it's got to be the most abomination of a spec in the game. I think Outlaw Rogue is another one that really needs a redesign. Does Arcane Mage need a redesign, or does it need to just not suck? Like, does it need to get some more damage? Like Arcane Mage, I like Arcane Mage, it just sucks. Like, Arcane Missile should pump kids, but it doesn't. These, to me, are some of like the standout classes that just need some work. Like, they, just from the bottom up. Like, scrap the whole spec, start over, rebuild it. Like, you know what I mean? Actually, I would love to see Demo. I might be the only one here. I would love to see Demo Luck get the Combat Rogue treatment, where they just delete the spec and make a new one. Just remove Demo and make a new lock spec altogether. That would be great. Fuck tank specs in PvP. I mean, that could be another one, I guess. Just like tanks unable to queue arena. Like, if you're a tank, you're a PvE spec. Sorry. Like, yeah, sure. That's fine with me. Can't queue as a tank. Sorry. That's a PvE spec. You have to be a DPS or a healer to play arena. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Do you think every spec should be designed to be viable in PvP? I do, but I'm a little old school. For me, the specs in PvP that should stand out, and like, once again, this is me being weird. Like, this isn't even, like, I'm sure no one else is going to agree with this. Basically, the point of this list is like F Demo / Destro. I mean, okay, Destro can be fringe. That's fine. But like, basically the point of this list is like F BM Hunters, F Demo Locks, you know, F Fire Mage and Arcane, unless it's fringe, you know, that's fine. F Outlaw, Asa, like, I'm old school. I understand that this is an opinion that most people don't share. That's okay. I'm just saying, in my perfect game, I would like F Fury and like whatever Prot. Like, I would love to see just like Arms Warriors, Frost Mages, Sub Rogues, Disc Priest. So like F Holy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Basically, my point being, like, the OG specs in the game that you saw in like TBC and Wrath, I think are the specs that just feel good. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm old. That's probably me just being old, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like the OG old specs, not all this like arcane assass. Like, it just feels weird, dude. I don't know. Yeah. But so that's me. Yeah, me being old. But realistically, yeah, I think every spec being viable to some degree, and to some degree we have that right now, right? Like, yesterday in the tournament, we saw Fury Warrior, DK, Shaman take down like Sidu's team, which was playing Holy Priest, Windwalker, Mage, and then we saw Holy Paladin, Shadow Priest, Rogue do really well, and then we saw like we've seen like almost every spec at tournament level like recently. Like, that's pretty, like, we gotta give credit where credit's due. That's pretty decent, you know. There's every spec is viable. Like, the worst spec in the game right now is Arcane Mage, I think. And like, the least viable spec in the game for tournaments are probably Arcane Mage. Oh, good idea. Okay, remove all Gladiators Medallion style trinkets except Gladiators Medallion. Does that make sense? Does that make sense how I wrote that? Basically, every trinket besides Gladiators Medallion that can go in this slot, the Gladiators Medallion style trinkets. So, remove Gladiator's Resolve, remove Relentless, remove Adaptation, remove, you know, etc. All those style trinkets. Though, that's like really big to me. I think this is a really, really big one. Tanks can't queue, having an area to hang out, remove layering, 1v1 war games, wage duels, reforging, old abilities coming back. Nerf hybrid healing across the board. Rebalance damage cooldown ratio. No new classes. No. Oh, man. This is looking good, my friends. This is looking good. So you just have gear, you know, from arena. And then you have rep to unlock, you know, whatever. You can get your sockets. No legendaries, random systems. So you just have, like, gear. And then sockets. And, like, that's it. Just have gear. And then maybe a rep each patch. It takes a couple weeks. Yeah, this is looking nice, dude. This is looking really nice. I'm liking this. I would like to play this expansion. This is looking good.